For those of you that don't know, Gran Canaria is the largest of the Canary Islands. This cluster of islands broke off mainland Spain in 1954 and was towed through the Atlantic Ocean to its present position just off the northwest coast of Africa by a flock of yellow canaries, hence its name. That is of course not true, but it is a much better explanation for its name than can be found on Wikipedia. According to them, it is from the Latin Insula Carnaria, meaning island of dogs, as its original inhabitants had heads like a dog. Being a very adventurous couple, we trekked all the way down Loughton High Road to Thompson's Travel Agents and said,
"A warm week away for two, not too far away, with a bit of luxury, and either half-board or all-inclusive, please."
The 3rd of December was upon us in no time, and in a little over 4 hours from taking off at Gatwick, we were checked in, unpacked and starting to chill. The hotel is actually one half of an M-shaped twin hotel complex, comprising the Maspalomas Princess and the Tababa Princess. These are part of the Princess group of 4 and 5 star hotels and resorts, which are dotted throughout the Canaries, mainland Spain, Dominican Republic and Mexico, providing both all-inclusive and half-board accommodation. Not being huge drinkers and eaters, we went for a half-board package. From the moment we checked in the impressive reception, with its tweeting bird soundtrack, which will probably drive you mad if you had to work there all the time, I knew we were going to be in for a very chillaxing week. Exactly what we was looking for. Bearing in mind what we were leaving behind, the weather was perfect. The only reminder of the cooler temperatures back home was that during our stay, the hotel were making the final touches to their Christmas decorations. Though a tad cold for that time of the year in the Canaries, the temperature ranged from 20 to 25 degrees during our stay, with a couple of days being just a little bit too overcast for Tiff's liking. There were only a couple of occasions where it was just too cool to sunbathe, but other than that, most of the time you would have found us in our usual poolside spot near to one of the many outdoor bars, just in case we started to get dehydrated. On the cooler days, we simply did a bit of walking around Maspalomas to get our bearings. Yes, you heard it right, I did a bit of walking. Our first outing was a 1.5 kilometre stroll along the Storm Gully to the sea and to get a glimpse of the famous Maspalomas sand dunes, which didn't disappoint. And neither did the welcoming pint of Guinness in the obligatory Irish pub that seems to be in every town on the planet. Towards the end of our week, we returned to the dunes for the obligatory camel ride, where Tiff made a new friend for life. Okay, our views on Gran Canaria and the Maspalomas Princess. The hotel was fabulous, and probably in our top 5 hotels ever. Spotlessly clean, very friendly and helpful staff, with well-kept gardens and surroundings. Whilst this was a quiet time of the year for them, I can imagine the 4 main outdoor pool areas, 2 of which are heated in the winter months, are never too overcrowded to be uncomfortable. The food in the main restaurant was to a good standard, with a wide variety of choice. I would imagine there would be something there for everyone. Likewise with the breakfast, which was fresh, varied, and you never felt rushed or overcrowded. The only letdown on the food was the poolside bars, which had very unimaginative menus, mainly consisting of burgers and pre-prepared sandwiches. The evening entertainment never really hit the mark for us. Most evenings though, by the time we'd had our usual military strength gin and tonic, plus a glass of wine or 2 with our dinner, we were both feeling the need to check our eyelids for pinholes. I guess that means we were chillaxed. Our conclusion? Great hotel, great all year round weather. I think we'll be back.